Earls here. Thanks for coming on today's episode. This week, like every week, I'll be talking about natural living and healthy tips that will get you to rethink how you live and what products or habits you can easily change to better your life. So let's get started. Hey everyone, the label of our topic today is butter healthy for you? This has been a long debated question. The short answer is yes. Butter is healthy, but it all depends on where you get it and how much you eat. Like anything, moderation is key. Butter can add flavor and heighten your dining experience. In our house, butter is like its own food group. We use it on popcorn, our fresh beets, different potatoes, and we saute fresh veggies on top of fresh biscuits. You name it, butter is on the menu. Now let's talk a little about butter nutrition. 1 tablespoon, which is 14 grams of butter, provides the following nutrients. Calories 102, total fat 11.5 grams, vitamin A 11% of RDI, vitamin E 2% of the RDI, vitamin B12 1% of the RDI, and vitamin K 1% of the RDI. Although butter is high in calories and fat, it contains a variety of important nutrients as well. For example, it's a good source of vitamin a fat-soluble vitamin needed for skin health, immune function, and healthy vision. It also contains vitamin E, which supports heart health and acts as an antioxidant to protect your cells against damage caused by molecules called free radicals. Additionally, butter contains very small amounts of other nutrients, including riboflavin, niacin, calcium, and phosphorus. You know it's healthy, but remember it does matter where you're getting your butter from. Choose, if possible, to get your butter from an organic source. If that isn't possible, why not make your own? If you go to heatherearls.com/butter, I have included the recipe the same as I'm going to be telling you. So if you're a visual person, there's pictures on there or it has a link to my YouTube, which you can watch. So I use this butter recipe every other day when our cow is producing milk. It's easy for beginners and a great opportunity for you to learn a new skill. So if you're ready, let's get started. So items and ingredients that you will need. Your choice of machine, it can be a KitchenAid, old-fashioned hand turner, or a jar with a motor on top. 2, you want fresh farm cream or heavy whipping cream from the store. 3, you need a large spoon or butter spoon. 4, dishcloth to cover a KitchenAid if that is your choice machine. Number 5, you need salt. 6, saran wrap. 7, a butter mold, that's optional. 8, brown sugar, which is also optional, I'll explain. 9, glass jar to save the butter milk. And 10, a medium-sized bowl. So your first step, you want to pick your machine and fill it only half full of cream. Turn your machine on or hand turn it until the cream comes clear to the top, breaks back down, and you see yellow clumps of butter. The buttermilk will be splashing all the sides of a jar, or you can see it if you're using a KitchenAid, it'll be splashing around. This is where you want to make sure you have a KitchenAid that is covered by a dishcloth so the buttermilk does not splash all over. The third step, you want to take your spoon and try to clump or ball the butter up in the machine you are using and then scoop it into your bowl. Fourth step, dump buttermilk into your extra jar and place it in the fridge, saving it for another time. Fifth step, you want to wash out the butter in your bowl by running cold water over it and mixing with your hands. Repeat this method until the water in the bowl runs clear. Then you're going to drain the excess water out of the bowl and bring the bowl back to the counter. Sixth step, you want to salt using 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon or use brown sugar for special occasions. Work the salt or sugar you have put on your butter in with your hands, the same as you were kneading it when you're trying to get the extra buttermilk out. If you want unsalted, you will skip this step I just said. Seventh, You will place the butter in a butter mold or use your hands. I just use my hands and I kind of roll it in an oblong shape. And then I put it in saran wrap and I freeze it for when we are going to use it. So that's it. That's how you make butter. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Go to my blog, ask in the comment section, and or you can watch my video like I said. If you want to make whipped cream, you will stop the machine when the cream has gone all the way to the top. Like I said, as the butter whips, it's going to go all the way to the top. That's why you only want to fill it half full. It's going to break back down about halfway, and you'll notice when it has that thick consistency, that's when you want to add a little bit of sugar and whip just a little bit longer. All you're doing is just mixing the sugar in, and you have whipped cream. Again, you guys, go to heatherearls.com/butter, and you can see pictures and get a step-by-step if you're a visual person like me. All right, that's it for this week. We'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Urban Wisdom and Natural Living. Tune in next week where I'll broadcast live every Monday morning at 8 a.m. If you miss it live, hold those tears and head on over to my blog, which is heatherearls.com. That's Heather, EARLES.com. There you can have 24/7 access or right here on iTunes. If you want to follow me on social media, you'll find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Have a healthy week.